Dan, we've talked a little about the Hue Jackson thing, and let's take a look at this tweet. Again, he was on the Really Big Show, ESPN 850 today, on analytics. It's going to be football plus analytics. It was football versus analytics. Dan, and you were covering the team during this time. My question is, who was the football guy in that one? Fair question?
Well, I mean, the problem is it was just more of what we've seen from this organization before kind of this new regime. And it was just trying to marry people together who didn't belong together. And Sashi Brown and Hue Jackson did not belong together. And the analytics side, Hue Jackson never fully embraced it, I guess, and it's been reported that Hue Jackson was not really necessarily the first pick of Paul DePodesta on the analytics side of the front office. But now you've got, and this is just what I would remind Browns fans whenever you hear from Hue Jackson, he's gone. He's out of the equation. And with Sashi Brown, all these people are gone. Your team just won a playoff game. They've got their quarterback. All those guys are gone. You don't get it. If you're angry at Hue Jackson, just log off of Twitter and just be happy that you have a football team that earlier in the show we were talking Super Bowl about, because everything was a disaster then. And I think Jimmy Haslam really learned from things, and he put his trust in Paul DePodesta this time around, and they actually built a group with Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski that they are on the same page and they're doing things the same way.
And we will we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other things that Hugh said later in the show. But yes, the one thing is 3-30, whatever he was, you can't defend that. You can't explain that away. It is what it is at this point, and there's no explaining it.
I mean, look, you went 0-16 as a head coach, and you were brought back. So Hue Jackson has nothing to complain about as far as opportunity is concerned, about as far as the leash he was given. He went 1-15 and then 0-16, and they brought him back for another season. So if he gets fired halfway through that season, that's on him. He's got no one to blame but himself.